The chairman didn't just fire Zuri Daniels. He tried to erase her. In front of every camera and employee, he ripped the CEO badge from her chest and tossed it into a trash bin like she was nothing. "Take your box and get out," he barked, grinning as if he'd finally put a black woman back in her place. Phones filmed, staff gasped, the board smirked. But Zuri's silence wasn't fear. It was strategy. Because the moment her legal team marched through those glass doors, the power he thought he owned would become the very weapon that destroys him. The trading floor of Apex Global Bank was built to make powerful men feel untouchable. That illusion cracked the moment Chairman Richard Holston Desidero humiliate the one person who had made the firm profitable again. Zora Daniels stood tall as Holston shoved a cardboard box into her arms. Cameras and cell phones pointed her way, catching every detail of the spectacle he orchestrated. "You're done, Daniels," he announced. "We need a leader who reflects our traditional values. Someone who looks like a real face of finance." The board members chuckled, pretending this wasn't racially charged, pretending this was necessary change. Zuri glanced at the employees she fought to protect, analysts who respected her, tellers who trusted her leadership. They looked terrified, powerless to help. Holst stepped closer, ripping her CEO badge from his clip and tossing it into the trash can. "That's where that belongs." Hess sneered. "Take your box and walk out like everyone else who doesn't fit our culture." Zuri didn't lower her head. She didn't beg or plead. She simply placed the box down beside her and looked Holston in the eyes. "You're making the biggest mistake of your life." Hallgren wide. "The only mistake was hiring you in the first place." Security guards surrounded her, waiting for the signal to drag her out. Phones recorded. Comments popped up on live streams. Reporters whispered in the lobby. This humiliation was intended to go viral to destroy her reputation forever. "Let's move her out," Holston ordered. But Zuri didn't move. She reached into her blazer, pulled out her phone, and tapped one secure command. "Operation Redline active." Holst scoffed. "Calling your lawyer?" he mocked. "They'll be useless when the headlines hit." Zuri smiled, a calm, confident curve of her lips that unsettled him. "No, I'm calling everyone who outranks you." Before Holston could respond, the glass doors to the trading floor burst open. A line of high-ranking Gatterneys, federal regulators, and two men in dark suits from the Department of Treasury marched inside with badges displayed. Employees froze. The energy changed instantly. The lead federal agent spoke first. "Chairman Richard Holston, step away from Ms. Daniels. Effective immediately. Apex Global Bankies under federal supervision." Holston's smirk vanished. "Federal supervision. For what?" Zuri answered for him. "For the crimes you've been covering up. For the discrimination complaints you buried, for the loan approvals you blocked because of last names, and zip codes for using this bank as a playground for your prejudice." Holston's face turned pale. The Treasury agent continued. "Miss Daniels provided us with the documentation. We've been investigating for months, and your public stunt just accelerated your downfall." Legal officers spread out, collecting devices, securing servers, escorting corrupt board members away from terminals. Holston looked around wildly. "I am the chairman. You can't do this." Miranda Cole, Zuri's chief legal strategist, stepped forward. "You forfeited that authority the moment you assaulted a lawful CEO and attempted toastage and discriminatory removal." Zuri took a step forward, reclaiming space he tried to steal. "Did you think Ib built this institution without protecting it?" She asked. "Did you think the numbers magically improved? You took credit for my work. You bragged about results you didn't earn. But every improvement had my signature behind it, and every crime had yours." Holston Trieto pushed past security, but they blocked him. "You'll ruin the bank," he shouted. "No," Zuri replied. "You already did. I'm saving it." The Treasury agent raised a document. "Richard Hall, you are hereby removed from all positions at Apex Global Bank and placed under arrest for federal fraud, discrimination, and obstruction." Handcuffs clicked shut. The powerful man who tried to erase her was now reduced to a headline waiting to happen. He looked up at Zuri with fear. "You set me up to—" "And oh," she said, voice steady. "You set yourself up the moment you believed it'd stay silent." Employees began clapping cautiously at first, then louder, fiercer, united. Some cried. Some recorded. All witness justice. Zuri turned to them. Let today be the last time anyone in his building is disrespected for who they are. We rise together, but we don't tries at all. Her assistant Jordan stepped forward. Miss Daniels, welcome back. Zora nodded. Call an all-hands meeting. We rebuild with integrity. A S-Holston was dragged through the lobby. Reporters swarmed him. Cameras flashing. Microphones shoved toward his face. He tried to hide, tried to cover himself from the same public spotlight, once used to humiliate her. Zura walked past him without a glance. Justice didn't need to gloat. Justice simply needed to stand. When she reached the executive office, her office, she picked her badge from the trash, dusted it off, and clipped it back where it belonged. Then she turned to bankers who once doubted her and spoke with unwavering authority. The new era starts now. Shocked by that ending, like, share and comment your reaction. Which moment stunned you the most? Subscribe and turn on notifications for more stories where dignity rises, arrogance collapses, and truth hits harder than humiliation. Your comments help these stories reach millions.